$90,000 star makes her feelings crystal clear on decision to sign with Caitlin Clark's Fever. Kate Martin speaks really highly of her. Sydney Colson recently shared how Kate Martin played a key role in her decision to join Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever in free agency. Colson signed a one-year, $90,000 contract with the Indiana-based franchise and will serve as Clark's backup point guard for the 2025 WNBA season. In an interview with Boardroom, the two-time WNBA champion revealed that she consulted with Martin before making her choice. Colson added that Martin spoke highly of Clark, which influenced her decision. Kate Martin, my teammate from the Aces, is obviously good friends with Caitlin Clark, Colson said.
Experience the champions that have been added to this bunch.
Yeah, I think that's kind of what everybody talked about when we were in the playoffs last year of, we really didn't have much experience at all playing in playoff games. I don't know what the exact number was, but we really lacked in that area.
Colson played alongside Martin with the Las Vegas Aces last season, while Martin and Clark were teammates for 4 years at Iowa, where they both played for the Hawkeyes. Neither Colson nor Martin will be playing alongside A'ja Wilson next season. Colson signed with the Indiana Fever during the offseason, while Martin was drafted by the Golden State Valkyries. Other factors that influenced Sydney Colson's decision. Sydney Colson was influenced not only by what Kate Martin shared about Caitlin Clark before deciding to join the Indiana Fever, but also by several other key factors. These included the coaching staff at the Indiana-based franchise, the presence of Kelsey Mitchell, and the decision of other veterans to join the team. It was a variety of things, Colson said. There was a new coaching staff. Amber Cox was a big part of that. Kelsey Mitchell I played with here for the first 3 seasons. Duana Bonner and Natasha Howard are players I've respected from afar, enjoyed their game. Our veteran presence with Duana, Natasha and me coming from winning programs who have been around the league for a long time can help infuse something in the team that can take us far in playoffs. Colson, Natasha Howard and Duana Bonner are all proven winners in the WNBA. Together, they have accumulated 7 WNBA championships. Colson and Bonner each have 2, while Howard boasts 3 titles on her resume. Caitlin Clark called Fever vs. Sky United center change last WNBA season. Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever are no strangers to teams changing venues to accommodate more fans when they come to town. It was a common occurrence during the 2024 WNBA season, and now the same is happening for the upcoming 2025 campaign, with the latest announcement coming in regards to upcoming road showdowns against Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky. And while this news should come as no surprise, particularly given the extra attention whenever Clark and Reese face off, the Fever sensation is probably surprised it took this long. That's because the move to the much larger arena was something Clark called for last season. After a game against the Atlanta Dream in June, Clark said this about the next contest set for Chicago. "I'm surprised we're not playing at the United Center. I thought that would have been really good for the game and really good for all the women's basketball fans out in Chicago." She then added that the decision was above her pay grade. As it turns out, her request was simply a year early. The relocated games between the Fever and Sky, now set for June 7th and July 27th, will be the first 2 WNBA games ever played at the United Center, which is the highest capacity arena in the NBA. Those 2 contests make up less than half of the 5 meetings the 2 squads have on the schedule, however. Clark's question from last season turned out prescient given the change of scenery for the Fever and Sky in Chicago. But it probably wasn't that hard to predict, considering Caitlin Clark is used to capacity crowds. "Can you get me a ticket?" Caitlin Clark asked for a favor in Iowa return by Yada Jamafi. Clark's return to Iowa is a much-anticipated event for Hawkeyes fans, and Jamafi hopes she could find a way to watch that once-in-a-lifetime game. A look at Caitlin Clark and Yada Jamafi's time together at Iowa. Before Caitlin Clark became the first overall pick of the 2024 WNBA draft, she spent her college career at Iowa University from 2020 to 2024. She got to play 2 seasons with Yada Jamafi, who is now a junior forward for the team. The Hawkeyes' home court can host over 15,000 fans. And all the tickets to the exhibition game sold out in minutes. Hawkeyes forward and Clark's former teammate Yada Jamafi asked the WNBA star a favor on Thursday, posting it in the comments section of the Iowa women's basketball's Instagram post announcing the selling out of all the tickets.
Area, so just adding pieces of, players that have been in this league. They know what it takes to win. They know what it takes to get to the finals. They know what it takes to win championships. I think is exactly what we needed in our locker room. So it's just exciting, but also they're not only really good basketball players, they're really great leaders and really great people. And I know the front office obviously really prioritized that and looking for the pieces that we wanted to add. So